Just want to make sure we're online here, and then we'll get
No.
sometimes started. I actually think I don't know, I might need to change something. I might need to change something. For some reason my stream title didn't update. Hold on. Hold on a sec here. Should say Ghandipants. That's what we're playing today, guys. For those who are unfamiliar with Gandhi and his pants, you're gonna learn today. Okay, looks like he's got the right title now. All right, so yeah, okay. So for those who aren't aware, I'll give you guys some history because I know some of you guys are into that sort of thing. This was a deck that was created in the format after Goat. So this is like very late, like 2005, I think. I want to say like December 2005. And basically, the way the deck works, I mean, it's effectively a combo deck. It's a very slow combo deck, but the win con is deck out, and basically your two deck out cards are the jars and needleworm. So pretty straightforward, right? Yeah, basically the idea is you just sort of repeatedly use morphing jar number 2 and deck them out. And morphing jar number 2 works in like very weird ways. So first of all, with like tokens, it doesn't count those. So if your opponent activates goats and you activate morphing jar number 2, you just kill their tokens for free. And same thing with like fusion monsters. So if they have, I don't know, it could be whatever, right? They have a King Dragoon in play. Morphing jar effectively kills it for free. But everything else that goes into the main deck, they, flip over cards until they get the same number of monsters, play all those monsters, play all of those level 4 monsters, then everything else goes to the grave. So, like, if you flip Morphing Jar number 2, say your opponent has, like, 2 monsters, and they, like, flip over some cards and flip over, like, Thunder Dragon Tsukiyomi, or, like, Thunder Dragon Chaos Sorcerer. Basically, those will just go to the grave, and you've milled them and, like, wiped their board for free. So that's, like, kind of, like, how Morphing Jar is, like, good in this meta, because you have these Chaos decks that are playing, like, 3 Chaos Monsters, 3 Thunder Dragons, and, like, 1 Tsukiyomi. And those are basically, like, I don't want to say -1s, but, like, they're kind of -1s when, like, they're flipped over with Morphing Jar. And then, obviously, like, the other part of this deck is that, like, it helps you reuse your own monsters, too. So if you have, like, a Needleworm set and a Morphing Jar number 2 set, you can flip their, Needleworm, mill them for 5, flip Morphing Jar 2, put, your Needleworm and your Morphing Jar 2 back in your deck, get 2 more monsters. Likely those are going to be jars, too. So, if this deck was good, emphasis on the word if this deck was good, it would be because it would be sort of like a slower but more consistent version of Empty Jar. That would be like the theory. In reality, I think it's probably just like a slower, less consistent version of Empty Jar. But we're going to find out. So most of this deck is like pretty similar to the original list. Again, the original deck was format after Goat format, so the ban list was a little different, which I'll talk about a bit. So, like, some key differences, like, in the format after Goat, you couldn't play, like, more than 1 Magician of Faith, so you get to play, like, 2 of those instead of just 1. Also, in the format after Goat, you could only play 1 of each book. but we just get to play 3 of each because it's GOAT format. And then that's like mainly it. I'm also playing Gravekeeper Spy, which people didn't really play so much in the format after GOAT because everyone was running Cyber Dragon. But I feel like since Cyber Dragon isn't legal, we can get away with like running a bunch of spies. I don't even really mean get away with it. I think it's just a good card in this deck. Especially because like if you flip spy, get another spy, then like set Morphing Jar number 2, that's like a lot of monsters that you can put back into your deck. So I think spy is like kind of a combo piece. And the other nice thing about spy is like if it gets hit by crossout, your opponent plays spies, then like they have to banish theirs too, and then they'll have less cards in their deck, and that helps you kill them faster, right? And in general, sort of a another kind of issue with this deck again compared to like how this deck was played historically is in the format after GOAT you could only play one Nobleman a crossout, and then you only had like one Magician of Faith to potentially get it back. So yeah, there weren't like a lot of Nobleman of crossouts then, but obviously in GOAT format with 2 crossouts and up to 3 Magician of Faith, like you can get a lot of your shit crossed out. So I'm worried in particular that like if the number 2 or the Needleworm get hit by crossout, I think that could kind of cause us a bit of a problem. But obviously like we have a lot of cards in this deck that help us like not get hit by crossout, like Desert Sunlight. The original build only played like 2 of this card, but I think it's an easy 3 of. And again, we also get to play like Bukatayu. So yeah, I mean, hopefully that covers it. I think the rest of the deck is like pretty straightforward. Card destruction is kind of weird. Like obviously, card destruction isn't as insane in this deck as it is an empty jar, but it's it still helps us to our win condition, right? Even if we make our opponent draw, only, I don't know, 4 or 5 cards off card destruction, it's still better than 0. So indoors, I didn't come up with the name. The guy who made the deck, I don't know where the pants part comes from, but the idea is that, like, Gandhi was, like, a very, like, peaceful person, and this deck never attacks. So it's like, har har, my deck never attacks. That's like Gandhi. And then I don't know where the pants came from. I don't know. I don't know. Do any of these cards wear pants? I mean, some of my monsters are different. I mean, I don't know. I don't even think Gravekeeper Spy is wearing pants. Well, I guess Magician of Faith's wearing pants, right? Or is that just like a cloak? Yeah, I don't think any of these monsters are wearing pants. I never thought about it. Again, I didn't come up with the name for the deck. That's just what it's called. Like, it's the only name it's ever been known by. And like the guy who made the deck, actually, if I recall correctly, he like wasn't even a Yu-Gi-Oh player. He played like, I think, like Magic the Gathering and Versus system back when that was a thing. And he just like learned Yu-Gi-Oh in a couple weeks and was like, these cards all seem cool. And he just like kind of threw it together and like it actually did okay. Like I know it went like 7-3 at one Shonen Jump, which I mean 7-3 isn't great, but it's not terrible. It's kind of like the Forgotten combo deck. It didn't really catch on in a big way, but like if you time traveled back to like late 2005, early 2006, most people would like know what it is, right? They'd be like, oh yeah, Ghandipants, that deck sucks, I mean, to answer your question, Milkmaster, I mean, I think Chaos Command Magician should be considered over Zaborg. Emphasis on the word considered. Considering is always a good thing, guys. Kind of like how I think you guys should consider playing Ghandipants. I'm not saying it's good, just saying you should consider it. So on that note, let's get started. Oh, and it's also sick. I've got my my cool, Twitch OBS layout thing back. And I'm really excited about that. Because I was having some technical difficulties. Like, I lost all my files, so that was why I was kind of on a you know, just kind of like a plain layout for the last couple of streams. But I got all my files back, you know, off my old hard drive, so, you know, we're got the professional setup here again. I don't know, I like my layout. I think it's cool. Wow, this hand is terrible. This hand just does nothing. Ah, okay, I don't know. I guess, like, level limit, Golem Sentry... Golem Sentry made the hand a lot better. Golem Sentry is another card that wasn't in the original list. In the original list of this deck, I actually think, like, a lot of the monsters that it played were, like, just kind of garbage. Like, I played, like, Penguin Soldier, which, like, I think is okay, but not great. It played, like, Swarm of Scarabs and Swarm of Locusts, which is another card where I'm like, it's okay, but not great. Yeah, Golem Sentry kind of has pants. I wouldn't really call those pants, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it could be a Magician of Faith, but I don't know what we're gonna do about it. Yeah, we'll just set spot here, say go. Nothing really better to do. I mean, I guess I'm gonna assume this deck is probably, like, you know, some sort of Chaos thing. Which, I don't know. In theory, I think Chaos is supposed to be, like, one of our better matchups. Oh, it's Burn. Our deck sucks against Burn. Burn is, like, an auto loss for our deck, almost. Like, he was probably so happy to see level limit. He was like, oh, this guy is doing my job for me. Yeah, I think Burn is, like, almost unwinnable. I think it's literally almost unwinnable. Hopefully this is just like a Tech Desquala and a Chaos deck and not actually Burn. Because if it's Burn, we just lose. Oh, yeah, we can Teo. I forgot we had Teo in our hand. Yeah, he just, like, chained Ceasefire. This is so fucking brutal. Yeah, of course we just play against Burn. Oh my god. Of course we play against Burn. Yeah, like, we just can't do anything. I don't know what to say. Like, this deck just can't ever beat Burn. Because the problem is, like, a lot of anti-Burn cards we can't really side in this deck. Like, we can't side Mobius because it is a non-bow with Morphing Jar number 2. And, like, a lot of our cards just help our opponent win. Yeah, I don't know how we win unless, like, I don't know, our opponent just gets really unlucky. Oh, our opponent's not playing Burn. He's, like, playing Bazoo with some Burn cards in it. That's kind of what I was hoping for. So what were these cards again? It's like, it's so annoying when people just, like, refuse to show you the cards. Oh no, the other one is Bazoo, okay. I mean, luckily Potagreed, you know, is part of our ring condition. We just need to mill him for 23. Oh no, we only need to mill him for 20. It could be doable. It's pretty unlikely, especially, like, since the cards that we drew were just not very good. Alright, so he has just as... I don't know, I guess he's just gonna kill us now. Yeah, alright, whatever. So what is this, 10? 6... 10, 2... Okay, yeah, that's just game. Yeah, this is like... I mean, I guess we found out one of the weaknesses. I mean, I kind of already knew it was a weakness. But yeah, it's like the only cards you can really side in are like Swarm of Locusts and Heavy and MST, I guess. And like that's pretty much it. It sucks because if we were playing like some sort of like real deck, we would just crush this. Like Bazoo Dimension Fusion Just Desserts is like not a real combo, but you know here we are. Here we are having to play against it, right? I guess I could maybe said like Death's Wombat or something, but yeah, there's just like really not a lot of cards. I guess Heavy number 2 is pretty good. Yeah, it is. Set that and say go. I actually don't really want to get this jar attacked. Yeah, this is what we want. This is what we want. Alright, so we're off to a pretty good start here. We just killed this monster for free, milled him for 2. We're just probably not gonna ever use this heavy storm. Yeah, let's say go. Let's say go. If we don't win this game, it just shows how bad the matchup is. Because, like, you know, things have, like, started off so well. I was thinking if we should chain Sunlight. We're definitely going to chain Roar. Yeah, we'll just chain Roar. Okay, this is working out well for us. I mean, we can even, like, attack into his Bazoo if we just, like, need to get a monster off the fields. I don't even know if I want to use Heavy, to be honest. Because, like, Swarm of Locust is going to kill a thing for free anyways. Yeah, I think we'll just... Alright. Yeah, of course, like, he just has 2 chainables. God damn it. Yeah, we're just probably gonna lose, because we just can't beat a bunch of Secret Barrels and... Just Desserts. take 850 here. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty rough. Now he has Cyberjar in his grave. Oh, and we can just kill his bazoo. I don't know if that does anything, but I mean, it is something we can do. And now we just need to like draw some Bookamoons, basically. Oh, that doesn't help. Yeah, we'll just, I don't know, chain or set threatening roar, I guess. But yeah, it is hard, because, like, geometry, I don't know, maybe we should have, like, had 2 monsters run into the bazoo. It's... I don't know, maybe we just need to start attacking him, right? Like, is that just the only way we can win? It probably is. I should have just attacked him last turn, too. I mean, this is only, like, a 5-turn clock or something, but, like, it's better than nothing. It at least forces him to do something. Because, like, otherwise, I don't see, like, what the hell we're supposed to do. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. Like, this is... There are, like, very few, like, 90-10 matchups in this format, but, like, this is probably one of them. Like, any deck with a bunch of, like, just desserts or geometries and see, we just can't beat that. Same thing with, like, Rescue Cat or something. Any deck with 3 desserts, 3 secret barrels, 3 geometries is brutal. Alright, let's try to play, like, something that's not that. This is a good hand. I'm trying to think if we should go like Jarteo. Probably going Jarteo is that like if he chains Raigeki Break, we're just kind of screwed. I mean, we can still win actually. Yeah, it's probably just good. Because obviously, like, not every deck in the format plays Raigeki Break. Oh, this is pretty nutty. Things are gonna get, like, really crazy here. Wow, he's really just gonna let me Teo his Cyberjar? Yeah, we might actually just go, like, full meme here. This would be, like, the weirdest way to win. Storm, Solemn, T-Drag, Guard, Tribe. Oh, so how many cards does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So make him draw 9. He goes to 15. I mean, we definitely want Sunlight. Sunlight is like pretty insane, but everything else, I think. Indoors, I think the strongest matchup is... I think Reasoning Gate is actually the strongest matchup for this deck. Because, like, our deck kind of, like Morphing Jar number 2, like, naturally kind of counters that. Do we need to set Book for any reason? Probably not. No, we already summoned. Yeah, I'm just gonna say go. If I manage to lose this game, this deck sucks. Cause like our opening was like basically as good as humanly possible. So if we like find a way to lose this game, oh god, I'm gonna be embarrassed. My opponent doesn't know what Desert Sunlight does? Okay, so I guess this is resolving. I don't know. I can still get back, like... Pot. Sunlight. Then null 5. I don't know why he's not milling. One thing that I do like about playing Chaos with this deck is how, like, Chaos just draws and thins its deck so much. Like, it just makes everything so much easier. Like, this guy can discard Thunder Dragon and activate Upstart all he wants. I mean, we got 2 Sunlights. We probably don't need both. Although I don't know if we need this Golem Sentry either, though. Yeah, like... We really don't... Either one would be fine. Yeah, this is fine. This guy can draw all he wants. Okay, so we just need, like... I don't know. Basically, it's like one more Needleworm activation and game's probably over. Oh, that's annoying. This guy just main decks Jinzo. Alright, I guess we're gonna lose both our guys. Man, he hadn't used any crossouts yet either. Man, it's like, it's so random how people just like main deck Jinzo in their Chaos decks now. Yeah, I know what Tribe does. Calm down. Maybe we could probably still win though. Is he really just gonna kill me? He's just gonna play like 2 Chaos Monsters and kill me? Jesus Christ, this guy literally had Jinzo into 2 Chaos Monsters. This is fucking absurd. Alright, this is actually just kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it's like, try wipe your board, tribute for Jinzo, play 2 Chaos Monsters. Like, are you serious? Oh my god. I mean, the only thing we really side for this matchup is 3 Mind Controls. Like, Mind Control is definitely, like, really good. I mean, I guess I'm not super in love with Gravity Bind if he runs Shinzo. So let's take those out. We'll try this. Yeah, it's pretty absurd how, like, we just basically opened the nuts and still lost. I mean, that happens sometimes. Well, this is pretty good hands. I mean, it could Graceful, but our hand is so good, I feel like we're probably not going to want to discard anything. I mean, we could just go Cyberjar Teu. I don't know. I guess we can't go wrong with Cyberjar Teu. I mean, Jinzo isn't good versus, like, most of the meta. It just happens to be good versus our deck. I don't know why this guy isn't banishing. I guess I'm calling Judge, because this guy seems to be AFK. I'll see if this guy gets back. This is why Dueling Book sucks, guys. This is why we should all use a different sim. People are just disconnecting all the time. I'd say like probably like 10% of my matches have my opponent disconnect. Oh, I also forgot. I need to move my camera thing. Whoops, not that. My camera isn't right here. I mean, Tsukiyomi doesn't really help us out against Jinzo because the only way that Jinzo matters is like in game 1 when he kills us. Like, Morphing Jar number 2 takes care of Jinzo better than Tsukiyomi does. And we already play like 3 of those. I mean, most of the decks in the meta don't play like that many traps, and even if they did, like, Jinzo wouldn't necessarily be like the best response to that. Like, decks in GOAT format don't play like any more traps than they ever have. Like, yes, they play traps, but not like an unusually high number of them. It's not like every deck plays like 10 traps or 15 traps or something like that, right? Like, most of like the Chaos decks play, I don't know, like 8 or something, you know, pretty like normal number. And even like with Warriors, like, yes, they play a lot of traps, but they also play a lot of ways to kill your Jinzo. So, like, it's one thing if, I don't know, you have like some way to like sort of get Jinzo out quickly, like Reasoning Gate obviously being an example, and like Reasoning Gate also has like pre and call. But just playing like one Jinzo in your Chaos deck when you don't like have any way to get it out quickly, and you don't have any way to like bring it back after it dies, like, it's, I'm not saying that like it's necessarily like a terrible card, but it's not like a particularly amazing card, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if you went back in like 2005, a lot of people would say, oh yeah, Jinzo is just a staple in everything, right? Jinzo's the nuts. But obviously, it's, you know, it's 2021. We know that, you know, there are better options than Jinzo these days. Because, I mean, even like with Go Control, you're talking about like, oh, is Chaos Command Magician a good card? Like, yeah, it's fine. That deck, that's a deck that could play Jinzo. And it wouldn't be that bad. Like, some Goat Control decks have played Jinzo before, but it's not that Goat Control decks think Jinzo's bad, it's just that they think that, oh, well, they're better options. Alright, we're not really too worried about any of these cards. Yeah, his username does seem appropriate. This is a really good 5 off our Cyber Jar. Oh, and we can mind control this guy's faith. Oh, this is so gross. This is so gross, like, for him. Because we can mind control his faith, flip it up, get back, like, Teu. I don't know, it actually doesn't really lead into much. But, point is, I don't know where I was going with this, but point of mind control and faith is good. I mean, we can just graceful twice, I guess. I mean, that's probably a pretty decent start. You just like graceful a bunch of times. Yeah, like I don't think we need Sanguine. And I don't know, I don't think we need Shallow Grave. What we really want right now is Desert Sunlight. Desert Sunlight would be really good right now. So I think we're just gonna Mind Con the Faith and try to get back Graceful into Desert Sunlight. That's basically all we're trying to do. Oh, we haven't even seen a single trap yet. Just thinking, like, if I should Teo my Needleworm. I don't know, it seems decent. Like, then if something happens to it, we can book it. We might just still lose. That's what's sad. Like, I had a really sick opening last game, and like we still lost. So it's like I'm not feeling super confident now. You know what I mean? And Jinx in goat format. Yeah, in goat format that works. Okay, and he just discarded all of his Thunder Dragons. Man, we only need to do what? We just need to mill him for... We just need maybe like 3 or 4 more Needleworm activations, so that we're fine. I don't know what he's doing with his Thunder Dragons here, but I don't really care. Yeah, so now we just book our Needleworm. And now he's got to deal with, like, all of our monsters. Okay, well, he attacked, like, he picked, like, the worst one to attack. He attacked, like, the only one that doesn't die in battle to a breaker. Hey, guys. I know you guys have said some stuff in chat, and I haven't necessarily responded to all of it. I was trying to win, like, one duel here, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to win, like, one duel. If I go all night without winning a single duel, that would not be fun. I mean, he had Snatch. He could just snatch our Golem Sentry. And flip it down. I mean, he'd probably still lose, but, you know, he could do that, you know. Alright, so let's see if he lets us do this. He has Solemn Set. Yeah, I mean, he has Solemn something. Using it on the Needleworm is probably not his best option, to be honest, but, you know, he's gonna do it. Yeah, so we definitely want to flip Faith. Oh, okay, he has another Solemn. That's kind of a lot of Solemns. So, one thing we can do is we can go Mind Control Faith, book the Faith, flip it up, trigger Faith. I mean, it can basically, like, in other words, we can, like, waste 2 spell cards to get 1 back if we want to. I don't think that's something that we want to do. But, you know, we could do it. I think the play here is... let's go, like, Golem Sentry attack. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to, like, attack our... Yeah, our deck can't, like, win by battle damage. Well, we could have got Golem Sentry, Flip Breaker, and then if we had something with, like... Yeah, I don't know. Like, it wouldn't really work because we have Morphing Jar number 2 set. Oh, this is hilarious, though. We have another mind control in our hand, so we just mind control this Faith again. Oh, whoops! Did I add sunlight to my hands? If so, I cheated. Hold on. So what do we get back? We could get back Teu and just, like, Teu Needleworm, mill him, and then set, like, Book Sunlight. Problem is I'm not sure if that does enough. I don't know. Yeah, we probably want to do that. Oh, wait, we can Teu our Spy and then attack him for game. Oh, wow, yeah. This is actually just game, because... We just Teu our Spy and attack him for game. This is the weirdest game. Oh, shit. Oh, well, too late. We can maybe still win. We can maybe still win. I got tunnel vision because someone was saying, like, oh, you should see if you have a way to kill him. I mean, if we had flipped Golem Sentry face down, flipped it face up, bounced something to his hand instead of attacking, then it would have just been game. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a misplay. I think we'll be fine though. Especially Morphing Jar number 2 is a very good draw, so got that going for me. I don't know. I'm just gonna try to get his Faith off field. I'm scared of like Book of Moon. If he like Mirror Forces my Needleworm, I'll just book my own Needleworm. So what am I doing? What am I doing with this Faith? That's the question. I just like get back Mind Control, just to like, I don't know. Probably I'm not scared of anything. Like the only thing I'm scared of is the third Faith, and even that I'm not that scared of. I don't know. I guess we'll just get back Teu, because I'm just not really scared enough to Mind Control. Oh, wow, that's pretty annoying. Because even if I chain Sunlight here, my Morphing Jar only triggers for 1. So I guess we're just booking Needleworm. It's just weird how people have like these random 1-ofs that just randomly wreck me. Because it's like Vortex was like pretty much like one of the few cards that actually like would do something about our our main game plan. I mean, we still haven't lost yet or anything, but it's just it's definitely just something that we're not happy about. Card destruction's fine though. I mean, that technically helps us kill our opponent faster. Wow, he's really just... That's it? Tsukiyomi's kind of a non-bow in this deck because it doesn't work with Morphing Jar number 2. So I mean, Tsukiyomi isn't like terrible, but it's definitely like it's either like really bad or like kind of good. Okay, if Morphing Jar is resolving, then yeah, I don't... Yeah, I'm way ahead of you guys. Don't worry, I'm not trying to cheat here. Oh yeah, you're right. But yeah, I mean, assuming that the sunlight resolves, it's just game. It says he saw me mill it. I mean, I don't... I mean, the log says that I... No, I mean, after we like fixed it 7 times, we played it correctly. Because this is why Morphing Jar 2 is like so good against Chaos. Because like if you put back 2 monsters and they flip like a tribute and a sorcerer, they just go to the grave. Yeah, the sorcerer, like, it counts. It's not like something like Reasoning or Monster Gate where it just skips over it. It counts towards the limit. So yeah, I mean, they're all, you know, we had 5 cards in deck, we had a Needleworm, all we needed to do is just mill them for 5, that's game. But yeah, that was kind of, we both kind of fucked up a few times. Yeah, I mean, Morphing Jar is like, against like some decks in the meta, I'm not saying most, but against some decks in the meta, like, Morphing Jar number 2, it can actually just be straight up card advantage. Alright, this guy in chat says he needs 5 minutes, so if you guys have anything you want to... Any questions or comments, yeah, feel free to have at it. But yeah, like, against Reasoning Gate, it's pretty sick because, like, The only thing that like Morphing Jar hits, Morphing Jar number 2 hits is like Sacred Crane, and everything else just goes to the grave. Let me look up Sonic Jammer real quick. Cannot activate any spell cards till the. I don't know. Seems pretty weak. Seems pretty weak. Well, the answer to that question is we don't know because we have to play it first. That's how this works, right? I mean, if you're aware of some magical oracle that just knows what's viable at any given time, let me know. But any thoughts on Venus and Shrine Balls? I think people have asked me about that in chat before. I don't like think there's like the problem is I don't really think there's any way to abuse that. Like, okay, you go like Venus and play a bunch of Shine Balls. Okay, like what does that accomplish? You know what I'm saying? Like you could say, oh, I have a bunch of lights in my grave for Chaos Monsters, but I don't know. It just seems like a worse Thunder Dragon or a worse Shining Angel in that regard. You know, it's not like we can synchro with the Shine Balls. It's not like we can make a bunch of Link monsters with the Shine Balls. So I don't know what we're doing with these balls. You know what I mean? Certainly heard that one before. Ricardo, who is the GOAT of GOAT and poker? That question's too ambiguous. I don't know if you mean who is the GOAT of people who have played both? Or, like, who's the GOAT of each one individually? I mean, the GOAT of poker is definitely Phil Ivey. I don't even think it's close, frankly. As far as the GOAT of GOAT, I don't think we have one yet. Like, the game hasn't really been around long enough to say. I don't know. In Relinquished, I don't think you need Shine Balls. I don't. Venus and Shine Balls, rather. Like, the cool thing about Relinquished is you can use any monster to pay the cost for Black Illusion Ritual. So why would, you know what I mean? Why what's so special about Venus and Shine Balls there? I mean, I think normal Yu-Gi-Oh! GOAT, I don't know. I feel like my opinion might not be very informed because, like, I haven't paid attention to Yu-Gi-Oh! In, like, the last, I don't know, 3 years or something, at least. But as far as I know, you know, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, the GOAT of you know, just normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Billy Brake. Right? I mean, you look at how long his career was, realize that, like, Billy Brake was, like, topping Shonen Jumps in, like, 2006 and was topping Shonen Jumps in, like, 2016. Like, what player, like, has a career that has been that expansive? Right? Like, I don't know. To me, like, I think there are a few players you can make a case for, but I think Billy Brake kind of has it all. Like, how many YCSs did he win? Like, 4 or something? Like, whatever it is, like, his creds are, like, ridiculous. It would be like if, I don't know, like if Michael Jordan was, like, the best player for, like, 15 years in a row. Like, or maybe he was. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about basketball. Whatever, you get my point. I mean, Patrick Hoban, like, obviously has pretty good creds too, but his career wasn't as long as Billy Brake's, and he had fewer wins, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's, like, a close second. I think it's maybe second, but I don't think it's a close second. I think it's yeah, no shit, Billy Brake's the GOAT, you know, second. a hard turn one. I mean, I don't think our opponent would just set Faith here, so I don't really want to mind control. We kind of want to save our mind controls for Faith specifically. Like, mind controlling a Dakochi here would be fine, I guess, but, like, it's definitely not as good as mind controlling a Faith. And the nice thing here is, like, if our spy gets crossed out, we just banish all of his. Oh, wow, he just kept in Cyberjar? I'm actually kind of shocked that he kept in Cyberjar. Maybe he just didn't side deck, to be honest. Because, like, Cyberjar is just asking to get shit on, you know what I mean? Oh, and he's got no monsters off of it? Yeah, I don't know. I think we're off to a good start. Like, yeah, he has Solemn. Obviously, Solemn's pretty good against us. But, I mean, he can only Solemn this 3 times. It's not like he runs Mask of Darkness. Steven, I've never heard about this poker player who never looked at his hands. Oh, he sided all his spies out, I guess. Discard Air Knight end phase. Alright, he's got Light in the Dark. That makes sense. So yeah, I guess we'll see if he Solemns this. If he does, I think we're just fine with it. Yeah, okay. That's no big deal. Yeah, sounds like kind of... I agree, that's kind of BS. Sounds like BS to me. Yeah, we'll mind control now. I mean, we could save it to, like... Because he does have BLS. Maybe this is bad. Yeah, we got baited. It's weird. He didn't even, like, summon it and attack. That's really strange, actually. Yeah, I mean, if it's an online tournament, there's no way to know if she looked at her cards. Yeah, it just has Jinzo into BLS. Yeah, we probably can't beat that. Oh, he's just not going to summon his BLS? If he just played BLS, we would just lose. he definitely did get BLS, right? Yeah, yeah, BLS, Air Knight, Tsukiyomi, Solid Mirror Force. Yeah, I don't know. I think you guys are gullible. Like, yeah, in 2004, I went to the moon. Don't have any proof, but, you know, I did it. You know, I built a rocket ship, came there, came back. You can't prove me wrong. I mean, come on, guys. What are you, 12? Darn, my opponent didn't just decide to get back Cyberjar. It'd be funny if he did. If he just randomly got back Cyberjar here. Alright, so 2 monsters for him. Now we're milling a lot. This is good. We're milling all the good ones. What is he? Okay, for some reason he decided to look at his deck. That's fine. Oh, we got a Solemn, that's good. Alright, so we did normal summon. We already have Sunlight and War set. I mean, guys, we actually have answers to Jinzo. I don't know why you guys think we don't. I'm not saying that I've got like a million answers to Jinzo, but we definitely have some answers. I am maining Upstart. I mean, we don't have to main Upstart in this deck, but I didn't really see a good reason not to. Because it's not like we care about giving him 1,000 life points, so, you know, I figure why not. And yeah, I mean, if there was a way to discard Night Assailants, I would definitely run them, but like our deck has no way to discard Night Assailant other than Graceful. And I don't think hoping that we always have Graceful is necessarily a great game plan. This might be one of those people who doesn't understand how priority works, which would be unfortunate. This is such a long ass match because like our opponent like took multiple breaks, had disconnection problems. Yeah, I tell you, this deck can be like a pain in the ass to resolve sometimes. Alright, so there's one, and there's two. Well, at least the monsters that he got weren't that great. I was hoping we'd go +1 off of this, but, Alright, I mean, Faith is pretty good. Alright, so he's got 20 cards in his deck. We're definitely not, yeah, we definitely still have a lot of work left to do. We definitely still have a lot of work left to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy didn't summon yet. Okay. Another, I don't know, like Bukate would probably be good. Maybe it wouldn't be good. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna have some pretty serious Morphing Jar number 2 action going on here, I think. Because we're gonna send back like 3 of his guys, which is a lot of guys. It's a lot of guys. Hopefully we don't deck ourselves out. That would not be good. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what we like to see. What do we even get back? I might just want Shallow Grave. Yeah, I think we just want Shallow Grave, to be honest. Shallow Grave seems sick. Oh, and he has to get back Cyberjar. Oh, that actually makes things... That actually makes things really interesting. This deck is, like, really complicated. I mean, with all of, like, the milling this is gonna do, I think this is, like, probably just game. Oh, we can even have Magician of Faith, like, attack into Cyberjar and trigger it if we want to. Is that something we'd want to do? Just attack into Cyberjar and trigger it? Let's see. He draws. He has 19 cards. Cyberjar mills 5. Needleworm mills 5. Yeah, as long as Morphing Jar 2 mills like at least 9, he's just dead. So yeah, if we attack into the Cyber Jar, the problem is our Needleworm doesn't trigger. So I think we don't want to do that. Oh no, the sunlight doesn't flip up his Cyber Jar, so it actually won't trigger here. But I should probably just do this anyways. Yeah, actually, we both made the same mistake there. Alright, we got rid of BLFs, that's good. Okay, so now this goes on top. Oh my god. This is painful, guys. This is so painful. Remind me to, like, never play this deck again on stream. I didn't realize how painful this was gonna be. Like, every turn takes, like, several minutes to resolve. Guys, this is so tedious. Like, yeah, it is. It is. We're in agreement on that one, buddy. We're in agreement on that one. So that's 3. Wow, that is actually really lucky for him, because he basically just got, like, all the same things, and, like, only milled one spell or trap. Okay, so that's 1, 2... Okay. You see, like, okay, so here's the thing, right? Like, if I'm playing an FTK deck, it's tedious, but at least I'm the only one playing the cards, right? So, like, if I know how to play all of my cards, it's fine, right? You just go, like, oh, draw a bunch, shuffle things back, whatever. It's not a big deal. But with this deck, not only do I have to make sure that I play my cards correctly, but I have to make sure that my opponent, like, also resolves his cards correctly. So... it's yeah, you could probably see the issue. So let's see, we probably trying to think how we do this. Because we can flip Faith. Get back... I don't know. Oh, we can get back card destruction. Does that help? If we go Faith for card destruction? Make them draw 4. We basically only need to mill like 3 or something. How many Solemns are gone? Okay, 2 Solemns are... I mean, he could have a 3rd Solemn. Yeah, I don't know. I think we probably can't go wrong with card destruction. Oh, he changed Torrential. That... But now, as long as we just resolve our Needleworm, the game's just over. Yeah, we just need a Bookateu and the game's over. So we got like 2 Teus in our 7-card deck. How many crossouts does he have? Okay, he has 1 crossout in his grave. Cyberjar would... I'm just trying to think here. Alright, I think we're probably still fine. We might also draw with Morphing Jar. That's a possibility. Yeah, obviously there's no way this sort could have been summoned properly, because then what would it have banished, right? So yeah, if the Cyber Jar resolves, it's just game because he has to draw for his draw phase first. Okay, so that's... Okay, he has the third Solemn. That makes sense. So we can book our jar number 2. Trigger it, get back, I don't know, whatever, I guess. As we still haven't seen this Jinzo. I thought he was gonna, like, tribute for Jinzo, but then he didn't. So it's like... I'm not, I guess I'm not sure what we do now. Man, it sucks that we just didn't draw one of our Teiyus for the turn, right? I don't know. I mean, I think we probably still just... I still don't know how he beats us. I mean, I guess he could cross out our Needleworm. I mean, he could just naturally deck out first. That's the thing. Like, we have more cards in our deck than he does, so... you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know what he's supposed to do. I don't know what he's supposed to do. Because, I mean, Jinzo's fine now. We don't have any traps left. Like, we've literally used every single trap in our deck. So, at this point, Jinzo is a 2400 vanilla. Alright, well, he's used 3 Solemns. So... He can't have a 4th Solemn. Well, he's typing up an essay here. Dude, this guy's an asshole. Like, here this guy, like, doesn't know how to resolve any of my cards, takes a 5-minute break during side decking, disconnects like 3 times. By the way, I don't say anything mean. I didn't say, hey, what are you, retarded? Don't you know how to resolve a morphing jar? Didn't say anything. Was nice the entire time. And then this guy's like, oh man, this is the worst deck I've ever played. Like, dude, you're running, like, Chaos with, like, an Air Knight, a Jinzo, and a Dimension Fusion. Like, don't talk to me about the worst deck I've ever played. Like, give me a fucking break here. Like, honestly, Go format players need to... Oh, it's not the worst deck he's ever played. Like, Go format players need to, I don't even know what the word is, but, you know, stop being salty, I guess. Like, any deck that, like, isn't trying to, like, summon a bunch of Chaos Sorcerers, people get all triggered about. Oh, man, why aren't you trying to summon a bunch of Chaos Sorcerers like me? That's the way. Like, here I am, playing, like, a strictly worse version of Empty Jar, and, like, people get mad. I'm like, I'm trying to give these people a handicap, right? Because, I mean, you know, it's like, okay, I'm playing a combo deck, but I'm gonna combo you on, like, turn 8, you know? No, I mean, people can choose to, you know, anger is a choice. Like, if you're gonna get mad every time you lose a game, don't play. Yeah, it was like an hour and 20-minute match because of my opponent, and I was nice the entire time. That's the point that I'm making. Are we seriously up against another burn deck? Oh my god. And again, I'm not, this is a good example, right? Like, obviously, burn is like a terrible matchup for us, but I'm not going to get mad at my opponent for playing it. Like, it's not his responsibility to play a deck that's a good matchup for me, right? I mean, that's how this game works. You try to win. It's not rocket science, is what I'm trying to say. There's nothing wrong with trying to win. That's what we're all trying to do. But yeah, I mean, I'm not scared of Wave Motion Cannon, luckily. I'm really only worried about, like, the Just Desserts and Secret Barrels. Yeah, Nick, yeah, if you became a member, just post a deck list in the chat and I'll play it next match. I'm starting to get tired of this deck anyways. So yeah, thanks for joining. I'll be happy to play whatever deck you want. Even if it's anything, really. I hope my opponent doesn't chain Skill Drain. Oh. Well, he didn't chain Skill Drain, but he is running it. That's not good. I don't know, maybe that is good. Because if he's playing a bunch of Skill Drains, he's probably not playing, like, Just Desserts and Secret Barrel. I don't know, I think every bird matchup is just, like, miserable for us. I don't know why I'm setting this Gravity Bind, it's not like I'm gonna need it. Oh, thanks, Nick. Thanks for donating to the cause. I greatly appreciate it. Alright, 500 a turn isn't the end of the world. And it takes up a Speller Trap Zone. So yeah, I'm not, like, too mad about that. Oh, he's gonna activate Scapegoat. Oh, he's doing it just to get a zone, I guess. That makes sense. Ugh. Alright, yeah, I think we just lose now. Yeah, I mean, we have no outs to a Skill Drain, so yeah, we're just dead. I mean, if I cared about this match, I would... Yeah, I don't see your link either. Nick, just, Nick, DM me on Dueling Book. My username is, well, you can see my username. Well, no, I guess, yeah, you can see it. It's actual literal ACP. Just DM me on Dueling Book with your list, and I'll play it in the next round. But yeah, it's pretty unreal that, like, Burn is probably our worst matchup, and we played it in 2 out of 3 matches. Like, the odds of that, like, I don't know, unless Burn, like, started getting a lot more popular, the odds of that are pretty low. Yeah, I think Spy kind of sucks ass. Spy, like, does nothing against him. Is, like, Compulse any good? Well, it helps us resolve things through Skill Drain. Like we don't want gravity bond level limit. Okay, yeah, we can just do this, I guess. Yeah, maybe Delinquent has been making burn more popular. That's a good point. I didn't consider that. Because this guy's list, I don't know, it did seem like could have been similar to Delinquent's list. Yeah, this is a pretty ass opening. Like, basically, the only way that we beat this deck, I think, is if we, like, get the Swarm going and he doesn't have Skill Drain. If we can do that, then, like, yeah, I think we're good. We can also just draw Heavy Storm, I guess, and just kill a bunch of things. Oh, yeah, I have to accept your friend request. Because, yeah, I forgot. I've had, like, too many people just, like, you know, trolling me in my DM, so I forgot that, yeah, you have to send the friend request first. But after this game, I'll accept the request, and then you can send me the deck. At least our opponent didn't skill drain our faith. So we got that going for us, I guess. Yeah, if we can just dodge skill drain all game, then I think we can win. Which is easier said than done for sure. Easier said than done. Yeah, I guess we'll just flip this and just trigger it. Maybe we'll get like 2 needleworms or something. Yeah, I'm holding out hope here. Oh, there goes our heavy storm. Oh, there's a needleworm. We wanted that. Yeah, mask is fine. Needleworm mask is fine. Are we like lagging here? Okay, there we go. Day's been fine. Normal, average, standard day. I mean, other than the fact that I keep playing against Burn when, like, it's impossible for my deck to beat it. That's, like, the only thing that's gone wrong so far. I don't know, maybe if, like, Burn is popular now, like, this deck is just garbage. Like, if Burn is, like, 10% of the meta, I don't know, this deck's probably just not worth playing. Because, like, having a 10% chance to just, like, auto-lose the match is not what you want, you know? Definitely not what you want. I said thinking. Maybe he was thinking of, like, using Solemn on our guy or something. Is there, like, any point in attacking here? I don't know, maybe. I mean, this is 1550. Let's see how we can play the effect Nailworm. Problem is, like, Barrel Behind the Door is just, like, not good enough. Like, first of all, dealing the damage back to them doesn't accomplish anything. But even something like Hollow Life Barrier, it's like, okay, you stop a couple of cards, and then you just still lose. Like, that, it's just a thing with this deck where, like, we just don't have, like, great options to side. Right, it's not like, oh, Burn's a bad matchup, so let's side a bunch of cards. It's like, we're gonna lose either way, so it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're gonna lose the matchup either way, like, losing by less isn't any better than losing. Right? Because, you know, either way you're losing. Like, if you counter a burn card and still lose, it's like... I mean, at least we know we're not going to get our Geometrioed, because we've got, like, 3 monsters in play. That's kind of a problem. I mean, I could compulse this thing, but I don't even think I want to. Yeah, I don't even want to compulse. Well, I mean, there are some really bad matchups in GOAT format. They're just really uncommon. Like, if you have an unwinnable matchup versus a deck that's like 1% of the meta, like, who cares? Like, I've talked about this before. Like, people want to, like, build their decks to be, like, 50-50 against everything. But, like, being 60% versus one half of the meta and 40% versus the other half isn't any better or worse than 50-50 versus everything. And same applies if it's, like, 90-10. If you, like, crush, you know, one half of the meta and absolutely lose to the other half, that's, like, no different than being 50-50. So if this deck, like, happened to have, like, a lot of great matchups, you know, it would be worth playing even if you lose to Burn, because Burn isn't that popular. Even if it's a little more popular now, you know, maybe it went from being, like, 3% of the meta to being, like, 8% of the meta. But that's still not a lot. Oh, wow, he's really gonna Magic Jammer that? This guy is, like, really confident. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna Magic Jammer Book of Moon and not save it for something else, I guess. Oh, and then he chains Ring? Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not, like, fine, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we just need to draw, like, I don't know, just, like, anything that's not a brick. Like, Faith would be great. Swarm would be great. Oh, there's definitely, like, a lot of good draws left in our deck, but instead we, like, just keep drawing these cards that don't do anything. I don't know, maybe I'm just somehow gonna attack my opponent for game with a bunch of Mask of Darkness. That'd be a pretty silly way to win. I don't want to win that way. I want to win the way that my deck is supposed to win. Alright, so basically just like countered this cross out for free. Oh, we got Morphing Jar number 2. Problem is, at this point, I think we're actually more likely to just kill our opponent by battle damage than actually kill our opponent, like, with, you know, by mill. Because dealing 3850 sounds a lot easier to me than milling my opponent for 24, you know? I mean, basically just hoping he doesn't have Mirror Torrential. But, I mean... Oh my god, what is going on here? What is going on here, guys? Are we actually just gonna, like, win this matchup by battle damage? I mean, probably not, because he'll just fire this wave for 6 and have something for 1250 to kill us. But if he doesn't... Like, he has, what, 5... He says, damn, you got me. How did we win? How did we win? I don't know, maybe battle damage is the way. Yeah, we probably should side out roars. I'm just thinking of what to side in. Yeah, I guess battle damage is the way. Yeah, maybe Spy beats. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. Weird game. I mean, maybe we want, like, some number of solemns. Like, maybe I want, like, 1 or 2. I don't know if I want, like, 3 solemns. I mean, we could randomly win with, like, Solemn Mask Tsukiyomi. No, I mean, M-Jar number 2 is definitely not useless, because our opponent does play monsters. And it can, like, recycle our things. We definitely want to keep the jars in. Like, I don't think we just want to fully commit to just attacking our opponent for damage. No, Morphing Jar number 2 is... Even if our opponent doesn't have a monster in play, it's still a good card. So it definitely doesn't, like, only hurt us. I might just try something like this. Because I still don't think Spy really does anything. We don't really know what monsters he plays. We saw Morphing Jar, I think, in game 1. And maybe we saw some other monster. I don't know. But yeah, we'll try this. Kind of have a few ways to, Okay, we opened Swarm of Locusts. That's, like, our one card that, like, can just win the game by itself, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point, Seb. Yeah, if he only plays, like, 10 monsters, yeah, Morphing Jar number 2 can just mill, like, a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any matchup where we would ever want to side out Morphing Jar number 2. Because it's just too good. Yeah, I mean, Shallow Grave is kind of ass, so I think we're getting rid of that. And probably, I don't know, get rid of some other monster. Even Cyberjar doesn't seem great, because the problem with Cyberjar is like, okay, it mills him for 5, but then it just draws him into a bunch of burn cards. So we probably just don't want Cyberjar either. So yeah, I think we're just going to try to camp our Swarm for game. And I mean, you know, maybe it'll work, maybe it doesn't. Alright, he is, Oh, he drew MST, that's good. So now it's like if we flip and he chains Skill Drain, then we just get to go, like, chain MST, kill Skill Drain. Yeah, I think this is winnable. I think this is winnable. What do we kill here? I don't know. Probably the old card again. I don't know. I'm not sure if one is necessarily better than the other. Divine Wrath. That's pretty good. I might just solemn it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if he's just on, like, a bunch of wave motion cannons, I think we can just solemn this and try to win. I mean, it's definitely risky, but, like, I think it's worth. I actually think it's worth. Oh, yeah, now he can't chain goats. And now, yeah, now he can't chain goats. Maybe we'll attack him because might as well. I mean, apparently damage matters. Hashtag damage matters. And I don't know, I mean, just in case he, like, sets some sort of monster, he'll probably set, like, Golden Sentry. I don't know what monster he could set, but there might be some things we'd be scared of. Okay, that's fine. And even if he activates Skill Drain, he'll go to 6,000, and then it just takes, like, I don't know, only, like, a few attacks to kill him. Yeah, I don't know. I think we can do this, guys. I have faith. I have faith that we can pull this off. I mean, just because Burn's a bad matchup, you know, doesn't mean that it's impossible. Oh, he's got 2 waves. That's a lot of waves. Yeah, so now he chained the MST. Oh, then he chains Magic Jammer. I mean, I can't really do anything about that. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Is this just gonna be another game where we have to, like, attack him for game with battle damage? Probably. I don't know what else we're gonna do. God, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so weird. I mean, if our opponent has, like, a skill drain in play, I don't know what the hell else we're supposed to do. point of skill tree. So using faith to get MST, I don't think. Oh no, we could book our guy. Yeah, I didn't think of that. We can flip faith. No, because we can flip faith and chain book to get something back. You're right, that would have been a better play. It sounds like that wasn't what you were thinking of, but yeah, you're right, that would have been a better play. I mean, with this, if we just like top deck a random monster with attack points, we can potentially just kill him. We need a guy with, like, what, 900 attack? Yeah, if we top deck something with 900 attack, he's dead. Oh, I top deck something with 800 attack. Yeah, I probably misplayed. If we had just set Faith last turn instead of summoning Needleworm, we would have won. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. Okay, so here was, yeah, it was Nick Rory who sent me a friend request. So yeah, we'll... So yeah, Nick, okay. Alright, let's see who this is. See who this is. Yeah, that's a good point, Peanut Butter. I 100% agree with you regarding that sentiment. So yeah, it just looks like a teched out Chaos deck. Probably fine. It's got Zaborg. I like Zaborg. Not sure if I necessarily like 2 Zaborgs in this deck, but we'll see how it goes. Oh wait, we gotta, hold on. Don't like the name. Probably wouldn't have named it Goat Chaos Turbo, but that's a forgivable offense. That is a forgivable offense. Alright, yeah, we'll play a game and then I'll probably have some comments. I mean, some stuff in the deck makes sense. Like, Tribute to the Doomed is, like, pretty good if you're playing Decree. Because obviously you can't play, like, Decree and Raigeki Break in the same deck. I mean, you can, but... Yeah, I mean, the deck definitely looks fine. Like, it's definitely better than my Ghandipants deck. It's definitely better than some decks I've played on stream before. This guy seems like a rock thrower. Yeah. Well, we're off to a good start. We're definitely off to a good start. I'll say, this isn't like a knock on this deck specifically, but, something that I've, like, said for a long time, even, like, as long ago as, like, 2-3 years, is, like, if you play a deck that has, like, 3 Chaos Monsters, it doesn't matter, like, what the other cards in your deck are, almost. Like, you're still gonna win. I mean, not like you're gonna, like, win, like, beat everyone, but you're gonna win, like, your deck will still be, playable, right? Like, you can play 3 Chaos Monsters almost any other 37 cards, and your deck will win some matches. I think if we wanted to, like, discard a Dark here, just because, like, we have 3 Chaos Monsters, I think probably just... Yeah, just set to crease, say go. I think works pretty well. Oh, this is fine. We actually like getting dueled here. Just because we know we'll have a dark in our grave. I don't want him to hit BLS. Any other card's fine. Yeah, of course he hit BLS. Man, how do these people do it? I swear, I think it's like it's almost like a curse on stream. I feel like every time I stream, people like always duo the best card. Oh, this is a good card. Let's draw a cross out. Oh man. Yeah, let's let goats. Why not? If he wants to heavy me, he can heavy me. I tell you, man, if he hadn't duoed our BLS, though, oh man. Would have been much better if he hadn't duoed our BLS. Because, like, BLSing the first monster that your opponent plays is so strong. Because, like, obviously you know that they can't counter with their own Chaos Monster. Whereas here, like, he can just, you know, Sork our Sork. Yeah, this is not great. This is not great at all. But we opened Pot Graceful for, like, 2+1s, and surprisingly enough, I don't feel that great about it. Yeah, so this guy's got, like... Yeah, he's got a lot of good cards. So far, at least. Alright, I mean, luckily, I don't think this is that big of a deal. I don't know, it depends on what he does next. If he goes, like, Banish, Tsukiyomi... Yeah, I mean, he's got, like... Man, this guy's opening was so good. Duo, discard the best card in your hand. Thunder Dragon Graceful. And then Snatch Tsukiyomi, permanently keep your guy. After Heavy Storming. Doesn't matter that you chain goats, I'm going to kill 3 of them this turn anyways. Alright, I mean, at least we know 2 of his cards. He's got 6 cards. We know one of them's Tsukiyomi, one of them's Thunder Dragon. Neither of those cards really do anything right now. Sorry, Bobby, we're not playing Roulette Barrel in this deck, so we can't do a barrel roll yet. if you want me to do a barrel roll, I'm probably going to have to play like Angel Chaos or Chaos Recruiter. Those are the only decks in this format that can do barrel rolls. I don't know, I guess there's some other decks that can do barrel rolls. Yeah, it's got BLS too. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. And then how's he gonna deal with the sorcerer? Is he gonna like meta his BLS? Okay, that's fine. Flip 3 heads. Flip 3 heads. Or 3 tails. Oh, that's not good. Oh man, he got the best number. Oh my god, and this guy has Spear Reaper? Jesus Christ. Guy gets the perfect number of flips and has Spear Reaper, and now I'm sure he's going to discard our Chaos Sorcerer. Okay, he didn't discard our Chaos Sorcerer. Well, I mean, he still has, you know, the 3 cards in his hand. 2 of them are Tsukiyomi and Thunder Dragon. Neither of which are a threat right now. So I don't know. And he's already used Snatch Steal. So yeah, I mean, if he can't... Oh my god, this guy... Oh, of course. Listen to this guy. This guy, like, opens the Stone Cold Nuts and is, like, mad about it. I think Bull would be pretty good in Goat. I don't think it would be broken, but it would, like, people would definitely play it. It would not be, like, some obscure tech card. It would be, like, a real card. I mean, just the fact that it can deal with any fusion monster for free is pretty sick. It would make Giant Rat a lot better. And it would make cards like Dust Shoot and Mind Crush better, which are, like, already pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, my view is, yeah, Mole would be pretty good. You know, not broken, but it would be pretty good. I think we actually want to have Sengen attack here first. So Nick Rory, I actually wrote an article on GOATformat.com that breaks down all the situations where you know, when you should play a monster in attack versus defense. So let's see. Do we banish the Tomato or the Reaper here? It's actually kind of close. Yeah, probably just the Tomato. And yeah, I think Crystal Seer would be pretty good too. Crystal Seer is like another card, right? I definitely think it would be like an above average, like solid card. But I mean, just because it's not light or dark, it, you know, just because of that, it wouldn't be like broken. I don't even know if this deck plays 3 Spies. I forgot to check the list. I assume this deck would play 3 Spies. Okay. Q, Z, 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 Z. I don't really have, like, a long-term favorite GOAT deck. I mean, I definitely like... Library FTK a lot. I like Reasoning Gate a lot. I like Angel Chaos a lot. I like Mimic Chaos a lot. Kind of like this deck that our opponent's playing. This deck that he's playing, I actually like. Alright, well here he's just going -1 either way. I probably should have just set goats. No reason not to. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get punished for it, but... Yeah, I also tried to play Seer and it was hyped up. I mean, too bad it kind of just sucked ass, you know? Yeah, I think it was Banish a Spy. I mean, he can Tsukiyomi one of these two monsters, but he can't Tsukiyomi both of them, so... You know, we're gonna banish something with Sorcerer next turn if he doesn't out it. See, define worth playing. Define worth playing. What does that mean exactly? What exactly does worth playing mean? We can definitely still lose this game, though. I mean, we are up a lot of cards, but, like... We're kind of just doing a bunch of nothing. I'm actually kind of surprised he got back Graceful. I thought he'd get back, like, Heavy or Snatch. Yeah, I mean, this Sork has definitely gotten a lot of value. How many cards have we banished? Yeah, Sork's banished 4 cards. Alright, so we got rid of the Thunder Dragon. So he's got a 5-card hand. We know one of them. So... See, I mean, the format after GOAT format is actually pretty good. Like, I think it's I mean, I know it sounds weird, but it's kind of like a worse version of GOAT format in many ways. But obviously, like, you know... The interesting thing about the format after GOAT, the main interesting thing is that it has Pot of Avarice, which kind of adds, like, a lot of new dynamics to the format. Not necessarily, like, good or bad dynamics, just, like, kind of different. They also, like, banned a lot of the stuff that made the combo decks good. So, like, in the format after GOAT, Empty Jar isn't viable. I mean, Library FTK is still viable, but, like, they banned Pot and Graceful, so it's, like, a lot slower. It just, I don't know, it just depends on what you're into, I guess. Well, I don't know what else to call it other than the format after GOAT format. Like, I literally don't know what else I would call it. I guess you would call it Avarice format. I mean, I don't know why you'd call it Reaper format. Reaper isn't even that good in that format. Because, like, the other thing is that you can play Dark World monsters. So, like... I mean, Reaper's okay, but it's definitely not Reaper format. Like, no good deck is playing, like, more than one, maybe two Spirit Reaper. Oh, let me check if... Okay, we do run 3 Faith. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I guess here we could go, like, meta for Reascension, attack him with a bunch of things. Problem with that is that, like, we could, like, just lose to goats. I don't like Premature in this deck. I don't know why we're playing Premature Burial. Because we have, like, 0 good Premature targets right now, because we're playing a Chaos deck. Seb, I don't know. My least favorite card... I mean, in terms of balance, my least favorite's probably Potigrade. It's just, like, the most boring card. There's like, no decisions to make. You just activate it and draw 2. I would love to draw a Decree right now, to be honest. I mean, when our opponent has 3 back rows, Decree sounds good. Like, I don't want to just, like, summon something into Torrential, which is why I wasn't playing any monsters. Yeah, likely his Chaos Sorcerer is just, I think, far too late to really make a difference. Tribute to the Doomed isn't bad here. Yeah, I guess let's play discard Pre. It's not like Pre's gonna do anything. Seems so likely that our opponent has Mirror Force set. It also sucks we don't run Ring. Because if we ran Ring, I would probably turn a Spy to attack. Like, just 1. Because then I know, okay, we can top deck Ring for game. But since we don't run Ring, it's like that option isn't really on the table. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, Nick, the Pre is just, it's just kind of situational. Like, yes, I get that it does something sometimes, but there's a reason that, you know, most Chaos decks don't run Pre. Yeah, we'll just do a main phase 1 before the Sengen gets to search Sinister. Oh, we already had the Sinister. God damn it. I don't know if you're talking about me, Peanut Butter, but my opponent drew extremely well in the early game. Like, we were actually pretty behind. And I might still lose. I might just deck out, because my deck has, like, so few threats left. It's just a very weird draw, because we run 3 Chaos Monsters, and we got all 3 in our opening hand, and then our BLS got duoed. Which is, you know, definitely not what you want to see, I guess. So do we want to play around that being a torrential? I think it's fine if we flip to Kochi. Oh, he runs 2 Tsukiyomi, okay. Oh no, that's standard. This is standard choice. I don't know why he keeps looking at his deck. Is he gonna, like, write all the cards down or something? Come on. Take damage. So yeah, I mean, now he's gonna go. It's okay. Okay, so Heavy's gone. See, I don't want to summon Tribe yet, because I don't want to get Torrentials here. So, if we just set Decree Book, then I think we basically win. Because, yeah, he has Suku, Sinister, any of which are probably fine. Because even if he, like, sets Tsukiyomi to block hits, like, we have 2 things that get over that. And we still have 2 Zaborgs left in our deck. And I think you're just going to let him banish here. I don't think there's point in booking. Well, I don't know. If he targets Spy, we're definitely not going to book. If he targets Deco, maybe we should book. How many? Has he used books? He's used 1 book. Okay. Yeah, this meta isn't going to be that productive. It could be after we draw Zaborg, though. We can meta our Zaborg, and that's pretty good. Alright, well, let's see if this goes through. He might book his Sorcerer. He also might Torrential. He's ringing tribe. Just thinking, if we chain decree, he'll probably, like, chain, I don't know, Raigeki break, I guess? So, I don't know. I think we just have to decree. Because the problem is if we let the ring go through, then we just can't kill him this turn. Okay. So now he's just dead, because we just go tribe. Oh, yeah. See, this is gone. But he's still dead. Yeah, I don't know why he would do that. Oh, so it's that we can't kill him. Alright, I mean... Yeah, I mean, we can put him down to, like, 500, because we contribute to his Doom Kill a Goat token, meta our tribe, and then, you know, attack. But yeah, otherwise we can't really do anything. Yeah, we've already normal summoned. He's used one meta. I don't know, I don't think we have much of a choice here. Because if he draws meta, it's going to be live either way, right? Because he has Sinister in his hand, so... Maybe when we played Tribe, we should have actually called Beast first. Yeah, I think we probably just misplayed. Because if we call Beast, there's just, like, no way you can win, I think. Yeah, let's let this go through. Yeah, if this is, like, another Goats, decking out could be a pretty real concern. So he has 2 books. Just trying to think. This is like a 3rd book. Is there any way we can, like, guarantee lethal? Yeah, I guess we go Breaker and he books something, then it's guaranteed. Oh wow, I actually successfully played around the 3rd book. I'm a master. I mean, I probably misplayed the turn before, but at least I didn't misplay 2 turns in a row. At least I didn't, like, miss lethal 2 turns in a row. Yeah, that was a long game. See, here's what's awkward. Like, you would think, oh, we're supposed to side in Kaiku here, but the problem is we'd have, like, no ways to protect our Kaiku if we kept in the decrees. We don't have to keep in the decrees. In fact, I think I probably won't keep in the decrees. Just because, like, you know, now that he knows we run Decrease, he's not going to play around Mirror and Torrential, so then we can just side them in. I don't like Pre in general, and I definitely don't like it to Chaos Mirror, so that's coming out. Azura's coming in. We like Azura. I don't think I like Spy this kind of matchup. Like, Spy just kind of sits there and does nothing. Probably also don't want the third Goats. Like, Goats is fine, but we don't need 3 in this matchup. I think this is probably good. We kind of like, I don't know, we sort of like transition into like more of an aggro deck. Sort of, kind of. I don't hate second Zaborg. I'm just not sure if I'd play it. Because I definitely like Zaborg. I'm just not sure if I want to play like 3 Chaos Monsters, like 2 Zaborg, and 3 Thunder Dragons in the same deck. It just seems like it gives us a lot of ways to brick. That was a weird game, though, because like all of our Zaborgs were in the bottom of our deck. I feel like if we'd drawn Zaborg in the mid-game, it would have been really strong. But we didn't, so... If he doesn't set a monster here, I'd be kind of happy. He just like sets a spell or trap and says go. Be like, alright, cool. Oh, he opened double Thunder Dragon. Alright. Or he's just mind gamesing us. Make us think that he opened double Thunder Dragon. Yeah, I'm not even mad. Like, duo into, you know, Thunder Dragon, set monster pass. I am totally okay with that. I guess this could be a spy. He does run spies, right? Okay. I mean, I was gonna set Wing Blast, but like, I kind of want to just probably discard Wing Blast to duo, so since he's getting back duo, I'm going to say go. Yeah, I mean, we are going to get double duoed for +1 each time, but in spite of that, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. And duo does cost life points, you know. Could you discard Wing Blast or Tribe? I guess, trying to think which one. I don't know. Probably Wing Blast is better than Tribe. Oh, it's close. Oh man, and he has Reaper. Okay, yeah, we probably should have set Wing Blast here. Yeah, this is duo Reaper is definitely not great. Yeah, I mean, the Reaper is going to be hard to come back from. I don't know. We just need, like... I don't even know. I mean, I guess let's hope he doesn't have another monster, I guess. I mean, he does have 2 Thunder Dragons, so his deck could, you know... Yeah, okay, we're fine. Oh, and I drew meta. That makes it even better. Oh, he didn't say of course this time. Anytime I played a good card last game, he said of course. I mean, I guess we'll have A, because I don't know. I don't want to get booked. Okay, there we go. Face gone. So yeah, we'll just take the Reaper because that's what's causing us problems. Some people will just like set Sinister here. Like it's definitely been known to happen. Wouldn't mind drawing a Zaborg right now. Just next turn, go like Zaborg, Tribute Thousand Eyes, pop your monster, flip Faith, Pot of Greed again. Definitely would be pretty strong, you know? Ooh. Okay, it was Mimic level 1. Now things get kind of interesting. Yeah, he's got 2 lights, 2 darks. If he has Tsukiyomi, things will not be good. Yeah, we just need, like, our own Chaos Monster, or a Tsukiyomi, or a Zaborg. Something. Alright, he doesn't have Tsukiyomi. Alright, we got BLS. So we can BLS kill the Thousand Eyes. Flip Faith, Pot of Greed. And then I don't know what. I mean, we could banish the face-down monster first. But we could definitely get punished pretty hard for that if he just draws, like, anything good. Yeah, I don't see a great reason to get back meta here. I mean, we could, but... Wow, we drew Graceful Charity. That's a pretty good card. Oh, and we haven't normaled, so now we can just Zaborg this guy. Oh man, now we can do it. Alright, this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hands. I think I've seen this movie before. Yeah, it's like, you know, I play Ghandipants and people complain. I play Chaos and people complain. Like, you just can't win with some people. You just can't win. Is there any way we can just kill him? So let's see. 34, 57. No, it's not game. It's close. You put him down to 300. But being at 300 is a lot different than being at 0, you know? It was his own Sengen. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have duoed first. Well, he has 2 Thunder Dragons in his hand. I don't know. Yeah, let's attack here. We could play the Chaos Associate, but... Yeah, we're just gonna set duel as a bluff. So go. So yeah, he's got 2 Thunder Dragons, a Sinister, and 2 quit. I mean, that was pretty long duel. That was pretty long duel. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, overall, I mean, I think what I like the least about this deck is probably the Premature Burial, to be honest. I mean, I get that, like, yes, sometimes Premature Burial does things, but I don't think it does things often enough that I want to play it. I mean, that's mostly it. I don't know if I like running like 2 decrees as the only traps. Like, I'd probably either like play a third decree or just play like an actual trap. Like, ring is so strong. I mean, his opening was pretty good. Like, or not opening, but like the fact that he went duo Reaper you and like still lost. I mean, the double duo wasn't that big of a deal, but the Reaper was definitely. I was like, ah, oh, god damn it. But yeah, if it were me, I'd probably just cut this pre, put the ring in the main, and then it gives us like another side deck card. Like, you're not always gonna have Decree. Sometimes you'll activate Decree and they'll just kill it. And Ring is just such a good card. Like, it just does everything. So, I don't know, I would want Decree. I think his side deck is fine. I mean, I don't think it's amazing, but I think a lot of my side decks aren't that great either, so I'm not really gonna, like, hate on the side too much. I don't know, I'm trying to think if it's missing anything obvious. Yeah, I can see what you mean about Warriors, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, against Warriors, you're definitely going to be keeping the Decrees in. I mean, Lightning Vortex is a pretty good anti-Warrior card. But yeah, I'd probably want more than just that. I don't like doing A to Z sorting. I like cards, like, categorized by, like, the function that they perform. So yeah, I'm going to give props to Nick Rari for sorting his deck well. I like this. I like that we've got our Chaos Monsters, and then our Tribute Monsters, and then our Lights, and then our Darks, and then our non-Chaos Monsters. And then I like that we've got Goats and Meta together, you know, with Book and Crossout together. This is an expertly sorted deck. This is an expertly sorted deck, Nick. I think you're going to go far in this format with the way that you do your sorting. Not sure if I like Messenger of Peace, just because, like, post-board, they're probably going to have, like, 2 Mystic Swords in level 2s. And if they see Decree in game 1, they're probably going to bring in Cliff the Trap Remover, too. And bringing in Messenger against, like, a bunch of MS level 2s and Cliff the Trap Removers sounds like a disaster to me. One strategy that I still like against Warriors, and I think it works particularly well in this deck because we play Decree, is I like Brain Control. Especially if you, like, decide to leave Zaborgs in. Like, it works better with Mobius, but, like, it could also work with Zaborg. Basically, the idea against Warriors is, like, a lot of times they're gonna have 2 monsters in play. So, just being able to brain one, attack over the other, and then tribute main phase 2 for basically anything is, like, really strong. So, like, I would experiment with that. Like, I would probably side, like, a couple of brain controls, and then maybe just leave in 1 Zaborg. And then having, like, 4 tribute monsters for your 2 brain controls is actually fine. And, like, you don't always need to have the tribute, right? Like, if you just go brain 1 monster, attack over the other, just that by itself is pretty strong. Because you kill a monster and they're taking damage. And if you, like, brain the Kaiku, then it's like, oh, now I took their Kaiku, I can play my Chaos Monster. So, like, if they have, I don't know, like a Kaiku and a smaller monster, like, I don't know, a Kaiku and a Mystic level 2 or something, going, like, brain Kaiku, attack over Mystic level 2, banish 2 cards, summon Chaos Monster, banish Kaiku is, like, really, really good. And sometimes they'll just have, like, 2 monsters in play with the same attack. Like, they'll have 2 Blade Knights or 2 Kaikus. Or, I don't know, like a Tribe and a Breaker. I guess, I don't know. That's kind of it. And sometimes they'll just summon a Donzlug and hit you turn 1. And just going Brain Donzlug attack is pretty strong. So there's just, like, against warriors, there's like a lot of things that you can do with brain control. Like it's definitely like I think people think that brain control is way more situational than it actually is. It's basically good like all the time. And of course, sometimes like they'll solemn themselves like a couple of times. You just go like, "Oh, I'll just brain your Blade Knight and attack you for game." Yeah, I can understand that. I don't know. I mean, me personally, like, if you like two Zaborg, you can play two. But I think playing just one Zaborg is like lower risk, so you can do that too. Um, Because it's just yeah, I was not like super in love with playing like three Chaos Monsters, two Tributes. To me, that just seems like way too. It just makes us way too likely to brick. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you like Zaborg, you can play it. I mean, Zaborg's good with meta because it's a level 5. Um, I mean, I guess you could even do like what some of the kids do nowadays and like either main or side like Chaos Command Magician. Excuse me. I don't know, like maybe you could side this in against like the mirror. Not like the exact mirror, but like versus like the Thunder Dragon Chaos decks that like don't play meta. Because I guess like Chaos Command Magician plus Decree, there like aren't a lot of outs to that. I guess they can summon BLS and attack over it though. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still like standard Mimic Chaos. Even this deck, like, I don't know. I mean, like, instead of the Spies and the Dakochis, you could just play, like, Tomatoes and Mimics, which, I mean, I like better personally. Um, Especially because, like, everyone loves to side Mind Control now. And, like, the Mimic Chaos list, like, really punishes people for Mind Controls. So yeah, I mean, obviously, like overall, I'd probably say, oh, I'd take this deck and make it more like my deck, right? You know, shocker. Um, but yeah, I mean, for reference, oh no, this is wrong deck. Where's Mimic Chaos? Oh, I actually don't think I have it on this account. I mean, if the Warrior player is good, like you're not gonna auto win the match with Spy. Like I'm not saying that it's not good, but it's definitely not like. Again, I don't know. Some people I think they just think that certain matchups like, oh, you have to have this card or you can't win, but I don't think it works that way. Um, like I don't know. I mean, there's certain things that make Spy better or worse. Um, like the nice thing about Spy mainly is that like post board, if you mind control your opponent's Spy, you want to have something to search off of it. But like we're only siding one mind control anyways, so that's to me like a pretty minor concern. So yeah, I mean Spy's fine, but like the nice thing about Spy is that like it does make it a little easier to tribute for Zaborg. I imagine that's probably why he was playing Spy in this list. Is like, oh, Spy Zaborg, you know, easy combo. Yeah, I mean Nick just said it like 2 seconds after I did. So yeah, I mean, you know, if we made it like more like my list, again, I'm not saying you have to do this, but like we made it kind of more like my list, it would probably just be like, okay, we just play one Zaborg, then we play like, you know, some level 1s, a level 3, and then like probably just like cut these, then go, you know, 2 Mystic Tomatoes. And then like, yeah, okay, we don't have like Spy versus Zaborg anymore, but going like Tomato, search Sangan, tribute Sangan versus Zaborg is also really strong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Membil Dembil said, yeah. So yeah, like yeah, tomato for Sengen Tribute of Borg is definitely also like pretty good. Um, so yeah, if this was like if this was like my list, you'd probably go like okay, probably like play the third meta. Call it that. This would be like kind of more along the lines of like an ACP style list. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think a deck like this could do fine against Warrior, just because like Decree is really strong against Warrior. Goats and Meta are really strong against Warrior. Um, so yeah, it's like you definitely don't need to play like a ton of traps to beat Warrior. Like I've played decks not like similar to this, but like I've played like I don't know, take like Chris's Monarch list for example. That deck is really good against Warriors, and like that deck doesn't play any traps; it just plays 3 Decree. Obviously it's like kind of a little different because you have like other things. Like that's also a deck that plays like 3 Brain Control. Um, but it just depends how it goes. Like even though like Spies is really good against Warriors, Warriors in general like don't have a lot of really amazing answers to Recruiters. Like if you're up against Warriors and you go like Summon Tomato, Set Decree, Pass, there's not like anything that great that they can do about it. Like okay, they can summon Exile and kill your Tomato, but then you've just kind of reset the situation, right? Because they've wasted their summon for the turn. You get to end phase Decree and do whatever you want. Whereas, like, if you set Spy, they can just play a Mystic Swordsman level 2 and kill it for free. Which I'm not saying they'll have Mystic every time, but there's not a card that just kills Tomato for free. Like, it used to be that King Tiger Wengu was what people played to kill, like, Tomato for free, but people don't play that anymore. So because people don't play King Tiger Wengu, there's no way for Warriors to just kill a Tomato for free, or kill an Angel for free, or kill a Giant Rat for free. Like, they just don't play anything that does that. Not in the early game, at least. Obviously, if it's like mid game, they can just summon like a Chaos Sorcerer or a BLS, but they're not going to be able to do that on turn 1. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think your deck will do fine against Burn. Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about Burn. I mean, FTK like probably do okay, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if you think there's gonna be like a lot of FTK in the meta, you can side stuff like Curse Seal. Like Curse Seal is really good against FTK. Gravekeeper's Watcher is really good against FTK. But it'd kind of have to be like a pretty hard read for you to like side those two. You'd have to be like if you're going to like a 12-person locals and you know that like 2 of those people play FTK, I would definitely like come with the big guns. Come with the Curse Seals, come with the Gravekeeper's Watchers. But like on Dueling Book Online meta, like yeah, probably a couple of spell cancelers is fine. And yeah, I mean some warrior players definitely do side Wangu. But if they do, it's like usually like only 2 copies, and then it's like they're only gonna have it sometimes, right? Like it's not like if half of the warrior decks are siding 2 Wangus, that's not really a big deal. But yeah, you're right. You definitely have to keep up with the meta. Honestly, like Wangu kind of deals with Spy though too. Like it doesn't like it's not like a hard counter to Spy, but obviously if the Wangu attacks into your Spy, they just kill the second one for free. Which isn't the end of the world, but my point is that like even if there's like a little bit of Wangu in the meta, like you could still make the case for Tomato over Spy. And then, like, if you made Tomato, like, the nice thing is, like, okay, we made Tomato, and then now we also get to side, like, Newdoria for Warriors, right? Because that's, like, a good Tomato target. If we made Tomato, we get to side, like, a Cyberstein for like, Reasoning Gate. Because I have done that before, like, where the opponent goes, like, Reasoning into Sacred Crane, and you just go, okay, summon Tomato, ram into your Crane, search Stein for Last Warrior, and then you just win the game. So, It is one thing that I like about Tomato is that it does give you like a little bit more side deck options. So yeah, I don't know. We could like do something like this. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess with like Prohibition, you can bring it against Reasoning Gate. I guess Prohibition isn't terrible against Gravekeepers, right? Like if you go like Prohibition, Call Necro Valley, that's pretty good. But it's Prohibition's still kind of narrow. It's definitely not like a slam dunk. Prohibition is also like just not very good against Empty Jar. Like it's okay, like you would bring it in if it happened to be in your side, but you're definitely not like hoping to play against Empty Jar because no matter what you call with Prohibition, they just don't really care, right? Like if you call anything that's not Giant Trunade, they can just Trunade your Prohibition back and do whatever they want. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would try some different stuff. Spell Canceler's fine too. I mean, we haven't really talked about Spell Canceler too much. Spell Canceler's fine. There might be even like a few decks where you try to bring in like Spell Canceler plus Decree and just lock them out. Like even the deck that I was playing today, like the Ghandipants deck, like you'd bring in Spell Canceler and Decree against that. It's not like it won't like be a guaranteed thing, but it would be okay. Against a lot of burn decks, same thing. Like if they're playing like I don't know, like Wave Motion Cannon and Skill Drain, having Decree plus Spell Canceler seems pretty strong. So yeah, I mean, Spell Canceler's fine. Honestly, the problem with Canceler is you can't play it on turn 1. Um, as far as I know. Well, not unless you run Premature Burial, I guess. You could go like Graceful, discard Spell Canceler, Premature it back, but even that's pretty narrow. But yeah, I mean, Spell Canceler's fine. It's fine. But, man, I think I streamed like way later than I intended to. Yeah, I think we call it a night. Uh, thanks for the donation, Nick Rari. Hopefully I gave you some good feedback. I think deck's definitely good. I think you could definitely do pretty well in rated with something like this. You know, win 65% of your matches. You know, maybe even 70% if you play really, really well. But yeah, I don't know. I would consider some of the things that I mentioned. Yeah. And I should have another podcast episode up. I don't know, probably on Monday. Probably on Monday is when I'll be able to get it done and upload it. And then on that I will show off some of my new features for GoatDuelist.com. And I'm gonna spend pretty much the entire weekend working on the simulator. So hopefully we can break some ground soon. So yeah, take care.